this video, I tell you all about Anand Neelakantan's latest release, Chaturanga, which is the book 2 of Bahubali Before the Beginning trilogy. I would tell you all about the book, whether you should pick it up or not, whether you should give it a go or just let it go. Hey guys, I'm Sankalpita and you're watching Book Geeks India, which is a channel where I make book related videos. Like I told you, in this video I talked to you about Anand Neelakantan's latest release, the book 2 in Bahubali Before the Beginning trilogy. And now because I have so much to talk about this book, let's get on with the video. Now before I delve into the video, just a little bit of introduction about the book. So this book was released on 6th of August 2020. The book 1 came out in 2017. I think it was in the April of 2017. The book is about 300 pages and it's a very fast-paced read. And this book is set in the fantasy world which was created by S.S. Rajamouli, the director, in his world-famous movie series, the Bahubali series. Now this book takes us to a time which is much ahead than what happens in the movie, because in this book we see a younger Sivagami, a Sivagami who's sometimes 5 years old and also sometimes 17 years old. So the story of this book happens much before the story of the movie begins. And now let's get on with the review. What to expect from this book? Expect a historical fiction which is one of a kind, which is so engrossing and so captivating that it will be hard for you to put this book down once you have started reading it. It's not exactly a story, it's actually a saga which spans over multiple decades, multiple generations, multiple kingdoms, multiple lands, and with a multitude of characters. It just has so many things going all at once. Also expect a book that is highly entertaining, and also expect a book in which you see a lot of characters and each of them fighting for something that they believe is right. Whether it is a piece of land, whether it is a token of appreciation, whether it is an ounce of freedom, whether it is love, or whether it is the feeling of betrayal or revenge. Every single character has their own thing, has their own motive of doing whatever they are doing. Coming to who can read this book, Anand Neelakantan's writing is rich and it's even sometimes poetic, but it's not unnecessarily complicated, which means that even a beginner level reader can actually enjoy this book. Coming to the story of this book, the book starts where the book 1 leaves you. Now before I delve into the story, let me tell you that I'm not giving away any spoilers. In fact, I'm just mentioning whatever is mentioned in the blurb and whatever you can find online. So the book 2 starts where the book 1 leaves us. So we see this failed coup by the Vithalikas, who are the forest people who are trying to overthrow the current king of Mahishmati. We also see the very powerful character of Sivagami rising to the position of Bhumipati, finally being in the capacity and in the position to avenge her father's death. We also see the two kings of the Maharaja, Bijala and Mahadeva, constantly being in a tussle with each other and vying for the love and affection of the people, and also for the crown of Mahishmati. Finally guys, we see this wily, shrewd conspirator who move all the pawns behind the scenes in order to topple the current king of Mahishmati, Maharaja Somdev. So this is the premise of the book, this is the story. I have not told you anything more than what is already there in the blurb, so do not leave hate comments down below. Just like in book 1, in book 2 also you see a lot of characters, some important, some not so important, but all these characters do play an important role in taking the story forward. We also see the very strong character of Sivagami, who until the first book was entirely different, and now she kind of changes, she kind of evolves, and you see a different side of her, a different shade of her. Even the other characters like Ali, like Katappa, Mahadev, Bijaladev, Somdev, and also Pattarai, you see a lot of shades in these characters. You see different sides to their personalities, you see different sides to their nature, and that is something I really like about the characters in this book, because the characters of this book are much more nuanced and they kind of oscillate between good and bad, sometimes even blurring the lines that exist between these two. And about these characters, there's one thing that you can absolutely be sure of, and that is you would never ever get to know or understand their real faces. One moment it is something and the other moment it completely change. So you will always be guessing their motives and intentions and whatnot. For example, there's backstabbing, there's double backstabbing, there's double crossing and double crossing. I mean, it's just too confusing to explain. Finally, guys, the last point that I want to tell you about the characters is that the characters are very inclusive. So you see rich people, you see poor people, you see statesmen, you see regular people, you see farmers, you see lepers, you see eunuchs, you see courtesans, you see tribal people, you see regular people, you see dwarves, you see lepers, you see matriarchs, and you also see patriarchs. The characters are just so inclusive. They come in every shape and size, and they come from all kinds of different backgrounds. Coming to what I like about this book, there are 6 things that I absolutely loved about this book. Number 1. The book is racy, it's very fast paced. So much so that after every couple of pages, there is something new happening, there is some kind of twist, some kind of action or adventure. Number 2 is that on a very subliminal level, the book reads like a social commentary. It talks about very unethical practices like slavery, like poor treatment of people, and it also tells us what exactly can go wrong with a country when it tries to place the interests of the classes at the cost of the masses. Number 3 is that a lot of characters are given different background stories, so we get to know them better, we develop a kind of liking for them, and it makes the book much more interesting. Number 4 is that the book gives you a lot of answers which were put in book 1, but again it leaves you with a lot of questions which probably will be answered in book 3, which is something that I really like because it's the questions that the readers seek answers to, and that is something I am seriously looking forward to. Number 5 is that this book is a saga of epic proportions. It kind of gives you Game of Thrones vibes. Like you have all these different characters starting their own courses, constantly shifting loyalties. You have no idea who they are with or what their real motive is, and you are just constantly guessing. And all of them are driven by something, whether it's love, it's betrayal, it's revenge, it's ambition, it's political power, or it's greed, it's lust. Something or the other is driving every single one of them. One thing that I think could have been better in the book is that only a certain scenes I think were written a little too hasty. So I think they could have been more detailed, but sadly they weren't. Coming to the climax, I think the climax also was a little hastily written. Like I would have loved it if it was more elaborate and there were much more details than it actually has. Finally, guys, when it comes to entertainment, this book has everything that will keep you hooked right till the end. So in entertainment, I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars because I read it like this. It was so engrossing, like I couldn't bring myself to keep this book down and go to sleep. I was so engrossed in it. And that's it from me in this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit that like. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, guys, let me know if you want me to read and review any other popular book that I might have spoken of in the last few videos, or any other popular book that you want me to review. So if you have a review request of that sort, tell me all about it in the comments below. And until the next video, which will be pretty soon, bye. Thank you.